Hello peoples, I thought I'd put up a blog today because I feel kind of obligated to put up blogs now because I have 80 subscribers, which is a lot. Thanks a lot everyone for, finding me entertaining somehow. I don't know. I think everybody just loves this Lava app and I'm just like the sidekick to the show, essentially.
Take me in your dream, take me anywhere you please, boy, you're making me scream.
So I hope you guys are enjoying your first weekend of May. I know around here the weather has gotten quite a bit nicer, so I'm riding my bike absolutely everywhere. And I'll show you guys this. What's this? It's my bus pass for the month of May, my very first bus pass ever in my life. I'm kind of excited. I didn't expect it to be $57. That was pretty darn cheap. So you're probably all wondering, what job did I end up taking? I got the post office job, but there is some bad news. One, this is only a temporary position, and by temporary, I mean it lasts 5 days. I went on my training session on Friday, which took an hour, and they hired like probably 40 people for this. And we just basically count the mail, and we put it on a bubble sheet. That's what we do. $15.48 an hour. That's one bad thing, that it's only temporary, but it gets my foot in the door, I guess. But the other bad thing too is that I thought this was going to be downtown, which is on the bus route, and it would be, really nice. But no, it's on the north end of the city, and that's like a 45-minute, bike ride away, essentially, and it's equally probably the same amount of bus ride. So that kind of sucks, and it starts at 6 o'clock in the morning, so not so great. But I mean, like, 3 hours a day for 5 days at nearly $16 an hour. I mean, that's pretty easy, 280 bucks. That's my temporary job. Then I also went for an interview at this, it's a call center in Regina. I'm not going to say what it is because it's like a big American cell phone company that I work for, essentially. And it's like one of the biggest ones. Don't mind me, my neck is like, I didn't really ergonomically figure this out. I thought, hey, this looks kind of nice, but man, like, I wasn't very intelligent in terms of, like, designing this thing correctly. My spine is killing me. This is not working. This is not working at all. Ugh. There we go. I think I'm slightly comfortable now. But the fan is running on the computer, which is kind of annoying. I'm sorry. So I'm working for this call center. And so I go for the interview, and they do sort of a telephone interview first, right? They want to know if you're like legally able to work in Canada, blah, blah, blah. Then you go to like an interview session, and basically they hook you up to a computer and see how well you take calls, like by computer. You have to like hit a button for each like, amount of information they give you, and they try to throw in different accents and like people that call in. And then people will be like, I don't know, you like ask, okay, what's your address and zip code, and they'll be like, blah, 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 blah. Like they'll say it really quickly, and you're like typing it in really quick, and then they ask like all these questions about, I don't know, like everything about your value system and things like that, all by computer. And I guess they wanted to see if like you can sit for long periods of time, and they wanted to see if you can like be on the computer all the time. So whatever. They offered me a job, and they asked a few more questions from there, and then they gave me a tour of the place. And this call center is right downtown. It has this tiny door, like you can really miss it. So I go into the door, and you go on the elevator, and you go into this, fair size office, and you don't realize that it's a huge call center. Like it has this tiny door, but it has like this massive like area of computers absolutely everywhere. So they gave me a tour, and I swear to God, it was something sliced out of Office Space. Like, it was ridiculous. Miles, well, not miles, but it seemed like miles and miles of computers everywhere. They don't pay as much. It's $10 an hour is what they start at. The other weird thing, too, is that you have 5 weeks of in-classroom training that they pay you for, like the $10 an hour. So 5 weeks of that, and then they have 3 weeks of practical training, so it's going to be 8 weeks by the time I even talk to a single customer. I've been on the telephone quite often, like at Trifons, you have to like deal with like people on hold and taking their orders really quickly. I mean, 8 weeks, that's kind of intense. There's also free parking, which I thought was kind of weird because that must also cost the company a boatload of money too, right? So I would rather be paid a little bit more money and have to pay, like, choose whether or not I want to buy parking or not, than just have it, thrown right in. But there's definitely benefits. There's prescription drug benefits. There's dental benefits. Like, there's all sorts of really cool stuff about it. And I know some people that have worked there for like 4 years or longer or whatever. Not that you would really want to, I don't think. My previous jobs, the people that you worked with, your bosses, everything like that, were, in their 50s, 40s, around there. This whole entire place, the people that interviewed me, the people at the desk, the people working there, absolutely everyone except for like a handful looked like they were my age or maybe 5 years older. Like, the whole place seemed like it was run by kids. I guess I'm not really a kid anymore. I'm 22, almost 23. I need to get the hell out of my parents' house. So yeah, that's what this job is like. And apparently, it's all inbound calls of customers, talking about their phone plans and blah blah blah. So no outbound call. Like, you would have to pay me like 100K a year to convince me to do outbound calls because that's horrible. But yeah, like, air conditioned in the summer and heated in the winter. Lots of females that work there. Right on the bus route. I mean, the bus stops like 8 feet away from the door, so that's pretty good, I think. And it gives me a place to start essentially. From what I hear, they pay you quite a bit for what you actually do. Like, apparently it's not that hard. As long as you don't cry. I've dealt with customers in the past. This isn't going to be a new thing. If someone's going to scream in my face, I can take it. I'm not going to be like, oh my god! So yeah, that's what's new with me. That's my jobs that I have for now. $10 an hour. And I also calculated too, because I made a lot of money doing pizza delivery, but also my car cost me about $550 a month when I was doing the pizza delivery. So I figured out that the money that I made minus the cost of the car was about $9.50 an hour. So $10 an hour without a car, I should do really well at saving money. And I've been really cheap lately. So also, I've said at the beginning that there's like a whole bunch of people that subscribe to me. Thanks very much, guys, for subscribing to me. It puts a little bit of pressure on me to perform. And I don't know. I don't see why. It's the lava lamp, isn't it? It totally is. I mean, 80 people is a lot. Like, if I had to write down 80 names, like, holy crap. When I reach 100, and I know it's like this big milestone when you reach 100 subscribers, I'm going to do a special blog for you guys. And I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I've had it planned for quite some time. Maybe I'm a little bit possessive. And the thing I really like about you guys is that I kind of know you guys, right? When people get like 200 or more subscribers, like you see those people with 800, 1,000, 2,000, you don't really know them that very well. And I really like that, I'm talking with you guys. I'm even talking to some of you on MSN and things like that. I think that's so cool. And I would much prefer to have a low amount of subscribers that I know really well than suddenly 100,000 people subscribing to me and I don't know who they are. I gotta show you guys this. This is hilarious. It's a Glamour magazine from 1978. My grandma left this here, and like, some of the ads in here are just to die for. Like, here's an old join the army ad. Ugh, stupid thing. Look at that. Join the army so you can work with, like, really advanced things, right? So here's a picture of this woman, right? She looks kind of pretty, kind of nice. And then they do a makeover of her, and that's what she looks like. She looks like someone off of, like, freaking, I don't know, Dynasty or something. How would you like to buy a car that's only $3,541? I love the description that they say here. It's like, cast iron 4-cylinder engine, deluxe cushion steering wheel with a cigar lighter, window frame and drip moldings. Window frame and drip moldings? Oh my god. I just have to have that car, don't I? So, yeah. That's what's new with me. Hopefully I'll make some friends. I have like everybody has left to like their small towns. So that kind of sucks. I need to make some more friends. Do you want to be my friend? Be my friend.